And we're going to go ahead and get started. I think we're going to start with Aries. We're going to be looking at, yes, let's go. Dang, Aries, okay. We'll start with you guys. We'll be looking at your actions. You, who are you this week? How are you feeling? Or what are your actions going to be based off of this week? Then we will be looking at your environment. What does your environment look like? Is it supportive? Is it solo dolo? Is it with a bunch of people? And then we'll be looking at your love and relationships. That could tell us a couple different things, like how you're showing up in love and relationships, how others are showing up for you. We'll decipher what's what here. And then after we look at love and relationships, we're going to look at your money and material. Would this be posted on YouTube? Yes, ma'am. This one will be posted on YouTube. Money and material. And then lastly, we'll look at your energetic and your physical health to see what energy blockages you might be having, what physical ailments could be releasing this week. And yeah, let's get to it. We're going to go ahead and start with Aries. Aries, you and your energy this week. What do we have? Okay, Aries, your energy is coming through this week as kind of aloof. Like maybe you're missing some of the beauty, or it's easy rather. It might be easy to miss some of the beauty that Spirit's trying to send you. I feel the messages you're receiving from Spirit this week feel different, or they look different, or they're coming in a different way. So you're not like ready to see it in the way that they're giving it to you, but they're there. I feel like there's so much more beauty existing in your world right now. I also see some contemplation of where you're trying to head in the future and where you are right now, and you could be noticing the differences. You could be noticing the differences of the direction you're trying to go and what it looks like at the moment. But Spirit says that there's a lot of beauty that already exists in your life right now, and I feel they're asking for, it's like a need to be grateful for what exists right now because it's more beautiful than what you're giving it credit for. But that could actually be a trauma response because you felt like you were treated that way at one point. And you might not feel like you deserve to see the beauty like that. But Spirit says you totally do. In your environment, I've got Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Dude, this is definitely some angelic help here. Even animal connectivity. You could be watching like Animal Planet or you could be learning about animals or like a specific species or some weird thing like that you just so happen to fly by. And it's going to give you some perspective on your life and the direction that you're going to be taking next, or how you need to. Oh, damn, the song. Ooh, the song. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Play uncopyrighted chill hop music, please. Oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Damn.
Chill lo-fi hip-hop mix. No copyright on YouTube music.
Damn it, Aries. All right. So here, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So yes, that's what I was saying. Like, I see hawks here, wolf. We see a female lion, an elephant as well. But this is angelic guidance. There's information that's coming to you this week within your environment that you don't think is special or anything in particular. But in reality, it's almost like giving you this alternative perspective to how you can handle a situation in your life. So like if you learn about wolves and how they do this brotherhood thing and how they decide to make decisions and how they let people, the other wolves make decisions or what have you, you're going to be working with that information here. You could even learn a lot more about the people that are around you in respect to what you should be doing yourself. It's a weird little thing there. All right. In your love and relationships. One of my guardian angels, Maggie, she passed away there too. Oh my goodness, Becca. Hey, Death's daughter. Right in the middle, love and relationships. I've got the 10 of Wands. Now, usually this means, oh, you've put in so much work. This is a lot of work. But this card also represents the ending of all that work. You are finally reaching the city. You're finally reaching the town where you can let go of all of that weight that you've been carrying with you. So I can see like a release of pressure in relationships and love. I can see where you were putting in all the work. Now it's like not so much, or somebody else is taking over. But you're very close to receiving like fruits of your labor in love and relationships here. Maybe an investment that you've made in someone with your time, with your love, with your energy is is showing fruits now. In your money and material, Queen of Swords. Okay, Aries, look at you. You were like in control here. You have made things black and white to be able to make a decision. And decisions are being made this week in money and material. Actually, within your astrology, you guys are actually dealing with money and material for long term, especially now that Saturn's gone retrograde. You're making some big decisions on what your finance long-term is going to look like, what type of decisions you want to make long-term with money, material, and finance. And she's well researched. She's intelligent. She knows how to make a clear and concise decision. Right? The Black Tarot. Ooh, I've got a discount code for it too if you guys want it. But yeah, that's what it looks like here. So being clear and concise within your finances and your money and material, knowing when to move, knowing when to be quiet, when you need to send an email or a crazy phone call. In your energetic and physical health, I've got door to spirit. Wow. This is lightness within the body. I feel if you've been feeling really heavy or lethargic, this is where you get that second wind of excitement or of like lightness to be able to go after what you want. There's also like this purification. I was looking for that word earlier in that private reading. Damn, that's what it is. Purification. There's a purification here coming as well. Hey, thanks. And that's what it feels like inside. So you could be going to the restroom a lot or just releasing a lot of toxins this week, Aries, because it feels like there's a purification coming to that energetic and physical body, which is probably why you were in this sort of energy in the first place, because you needed to release some stuff there. One more, please. There it is. Thank you so much. Bottom of the deck. Oh, yes. I understand the entire experience can offer value, which means the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups, the downs, the rights, the lefts, all of it is going to offer you value because you're gaining experience in yourself on how you go about fixing those issues or how you go about experiencing life. You're gaining information the whole time. So your first one, solutions flow through me freely. And last one, I find joy in the most simple things throughout my day. In other words, getting down to like the simple things, plants or flowers or your pillows looking nice. I feel like we're simplifying things this week because things are changing on the outside. So we want to make sure that we don't have too much to change here. So we're simplifying everything as black and white as possible. So yes, Aries, that's what I have for you, my love. Dang, I got an angel number 385 the other day. It literally says, accept help. Really? Nuts. All right, Aries, that was for you. Let me see what I have over here. Hold on. All right, now we are on Taurus. Taurus is next. Let's see what we have for you here. Taurus, all last week and pretty much this week as well, you guys have been working a lot on character image. Your character and your image, a lot of that's been changing. So yeah, you have gained a new inner faith to a commitment to what you want to do here in the future. So let's see what your week is going to look like here for Taurus. Damn. You guys have spiritual strength. This is what you look like. Look at this. Let's go, Taurus. Hey, baby doll. So this is talking about how much you've grown. I think now you're realizing how much space you've created. In other words, let's just say 6 months ago, your spirit was this high, and now you're up here. And there's this noticing of how much space you've created around you, how much knowledge you've obtained, and what you're now believing. Like, what are you believing now? Not just about the world or about the state of humanity, but like about yourself. Hello, Divine Messenger. So yeah, I feel like the beliefs about yourself are being realized now. They've already changed. You're not really changing too much anymore. Now you're just realizing and committing to that change and what comes in the future because of it. In your environment, let's go. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul Tribe. So this is what your environment looks like. I feel like some people could be contacting you this week, Taurus. People you haven't talked to in a while, or people you've never even spoken to before, but your energies kind of like, they mix together, they sink in. It's like, damn, this feels nice. I like this, you know? And Tauruses can be picky and choosy on who they decide to share their like true energy with, their true feelings. And the people who are coming with you right now are like-hearted souls. I also feel this protection around you and your home here, Taurus. There could be like some home things that you're trying to create like a protection over. I think you will be successful, in that. Spirit is backing you up 100% with that additional protection you're trying to gain. In your love and relationships, what do we have? The Devil. Why? What is that? Oh, damn, with the Two of Cups. Well, that's pretty clear. So, there's a change coming in your love and relationships, Taurus. I feel like if there was any sort of codependency before, if there was a... Okay, for some Tauruses here, they're releasing a narcissistic ex or somebody who is in their past that had narcissistic tendencies that were kind of shaping and forming their decision making right now. We're releasing that now. Alternatively, Miss Red, hello, my love. Hey, Patty. So that is happening right now. So for you guys who have had a narcissistic ex-partner, somebody that you've dedicated some sort of time or energy to, I can see us releasing from that like narcissism or making decisions based on the beliefs that you gained from them. But alternatively, for others of you, I can see noticing patterns within your life, within your love and relationships, where it makes you feel codependent, or it makes you feel like they're overpowering you in some way, or they're the ones who are always pulling the strings. It's about time that you notice and you say, I want to be able to pull the strings. I want to take more authority in the relationship. So I can see more authority coming to you guys in love and relationships here. Maybe changing power structures within that. No, I haven't done Scorpio yet. Oh, baby, money and material looks so good. A Nine of Cups, yes. So this looks like fulfillment, happiness, contentment within your finances. So maybe there's not additional stress coming onto you this week. You could be receiving like maybe a bonus or a really good a really good check. Maybe some money coming out of nowhere for you. Yes, let's go. And there's also like this enlightenment that's coming in the money area. So I want to say, if you guys come up with a really juicy idea, write that down, because it looks like it's got a lot of potential for future action. Maybe it's not time to take action on it yet because you're good right now, but in this good moment, there's something that sparks within you that you want to access later. So make sure you're writing down your ideas or anything that just so happens to fall into your lap. In your energetic or physical health, I've got rest and rejuvenation. So Spirit's asking us to rest and rejuvenate. And what I really feel this is for your truth and for your throat chakra. If you've been having any issues with with your throat, your shoulders, or your traps or anything like that, maybe like your lower jaw or teeth, you know, we could have some issues with the throat chakra and being able to really kind of express ourselves. So Spirit's asking us to take a little bit of a break here. Rest and rejuvenation to kind of rejuvenate yourself. Some of you guys might like to do that in water. Others of you guys might like to do it, you know, next to a tree or something, or with a big old pizza in front of you. My Tauruses, I love you guys so much. So yeah, rest is definitely going to be needed this week. Bottom of the deck. Awareness of self and spirit brings higher consciousness for all. In other words, hey shiz. In other words, if you are dedicating yourself to raising your consciousness or understanding more, or broadening your awareness, Spirit's like, don't think that your energy is misguided. That's where it should be. Because the more you expand and the more you gain consciousness, the more others around you will want to do the same, or will have to, just vicariously, because you're doing it. Their vibration will raise too, so you're kind of doing everyone a service. All right, first card. I am open to new information. I am open to new information. And last one. I am mindful of my heart today and the ideas my heart is attracted to. I love it. See, and that actually came out on top of that money card. So you may get a brand new idea that's like, can I do that? Or is that even a possibility? Yes, it is. Taurus, if you heard your reading, can I get a crystal ball emoji in the comment section? All right, Gemini, it is your turn. Gemini, who are you this week? Oh, fulfillment of wishes? Oh, let's go, Gemini. Look at this. First off, I think your booty's looking good. I think your body is feeling better. I think that you are showing up this week with a lot of vibrancy. Yes, thank you, Tauruses. I feel like this week, Gemini, you are vibrant. You're emotional in the right areas. You're allowing yourself to kind of bask in the emotions that you're feeling this week. But I do see ultimately there's this beautiful like wish being granted. And it has to do with feelings here, I think, Gemini. Like, and I know you guys don't really care about that much, but work with me here. Like, if you've been wanting to feel a certain way about yourself, like more confidence or more pride or what have you, I can see you kind of grabbing onto that and using it this week. Hey, Casey. In your environment, Gemini, Starseed, what lights you up? Big questions this week, Gem. Big questions are going to lead you to big answers, and it might spook you a little bit, especially when you're feeling this good. You're going to be getting answers this week throughout your environment. Pieces of information will be coming towards you this week that are going to broaden your perspective and broaden your awareness for the questions that you ask about yourself. And I feel like that's coming through environment, so it could come through people, through videos, through like physical, like one-to-one conversations, but there's a lot of broadening and expanding that's happening for you, and big answers are coming to you this week. In love and relationship. Oh my God, you got the Two of Cups. Dang, y'all have like the most positive reading so far. What? Love and relationship, you've got the Two of Cups. It feels like one person is pouring into the other. It's like rebalancing out a love relationship. If you've been pouring into one person, I can see them pouring back into you, or vice versa. But there is like this connection of hearts that's happening this week. And this could be in any type of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it does feel like there's this connection of the heart and a balancing out of energy where you've input a lot, they're putting back in, or where they've input a lot, now you're noticing and you're putting back into the situation. So rebalancing things in love and relationship. In your money and material, ooh, I've got the Six of Cups. This looks like, this always reminds me of, I don't want to say telepathy, but like, oh, what was that word where you can like see the future? I guess like a psychic sort of card here, mostly because you've got this opportunity to see where you've been and where you're going and to decide how you want to make it there. You're kind of finding your path here to direct yourself. However, right now, money and material looks balanced as well. Like maybe you've already come up with a really good savings plan, and now you're like committing to it and you're starting to see the inner workings of that plan. I also feel you could be even looking at your job like, is this my real purpose? Is this what I want to do in my life? Like, really looking at like deep into it to see if this is what you really want to become in the future, or if you're putting your energy into a pot that you don't want to like cook later. Hope that made sense. Energetic and physical health, healer of the ages. Look at this. So this is healing quite a few places within you. I'm getting two main places. I got solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra here. And it does feel like there's like this alignment happening right now that's giving you, once again, broader perspective. This whole week, it looks like you're expanding, Gemini. If the solar plexus is blocked, you could feel low self-esteem, self-doubt, apathy, afraid to express like your creativity, afraid to go after your goals. And this is where that opens up. And now you get this energy to actually follow through with what you want to become, or what you want to like act on. So if you've been lacking energy, this is where I see it kind of cleaning itself out. So you as well, I think Aries got that too. You could be cleaning your body out, maybe fasting or doing like a cleanse of some sort as well. And if you're not, I think it would be helpful. All right. I create peace and harmony in my daily life. And that's what I feel you're doing. You're expanding. You're creating peace in your love and relationships. You're creating peace in your energetic and physical body. And you're trying your best to create peace in your finances as well. Connect to your home base within. Clarity and safety awaits. And that's what you might be doing here in your environment. Your environment here at home, you could even be making your home more supportive of your new wonders. If you've been wondering about, you know, occultish type things or spiritual things, you could be making your home more like supportive of that, like with crystals or more natural items in the home too. So yes, Gemini, that is what I have for you, my love. I hope that was helpful. If you guys heard your reading, can I get a crystal ball emoji in the comment section, please? Cancer. Cancer. Hey, Weena, thank you so much. Weena. How you doing? I missed it. Damn. Oh, sorry, love. It'll be on my YouTube channel later on tonight. Later tonight. Because it takes me a long time to be able to download the video after I save it on TikTok Live. Okay, cool. Cancer. Cancer, it's your turn. So let's go ahead and see who you are, what you are this week. Accelerated motion. This is fast manifestations coming in. Something that you've been wanting maybe 6 months ago. I also see that it's like you're also noticing like how much you've already come over, how much you've already been through, and what you've already experienced. I can see that coming through pretty prominently as well. So you could be like reminiscent or thinking about how much you've overcome, especially now that these manifestations are coming in. So it does seem like they're trickling in here. And it's up to you to kind of like grasp it. I feel like most of them will come to you, but there's a couple here that I feel are coming to fruition that you'll have to grasp and take action for. In your environment this week, we have yes, just say yes. And that's so funny because I'm a Cancer. And earlier today, my son was singing a song of yes. He was like, yes, 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 yes. And I was like singing it with him. And I realized how good it felt to just say yes. And he would say whatever. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And it felt really good. And it felt kind of peaceful, too, to just be like a yes girl for 5 minutes. And that's where I feel you're going to be finding alignments. So do not fear saying yes to things that are happening in your environment or things that are coming towards you. Where normally you would have said no, I feel Spirit's asking you to open up and expand and say yes instead. Don't focus on the fear, focus on the faith here. In your love and relationships, strength. All right, so this feels like a power structure change where you could be going into power when somebody else was in power before, or vice versa, even though I don't think it's that way. I feel like you're actually coming into power. I also think that there's boundary changes that's been happening with you here in love and relationships, Cancer, where you've realized where you have to set bigger boundaries or tighter boundaries or loosen up some. That's going to be making itself apparent this week, how your changes are working out. In your money and material, damn, we got the World, Cancer. What the heck? This is a breakthrough. This is transformation. This is change. Kind of cracking the egg open here on what's to come. So either this is a brand new idea that comes through and it's like, oh my God, how did I never think of that? Or it's an opportunity that's like, holy cow, how did I even get this? Or it could be something else, but I can't pinpoint what else it could be right now. But those are the two that are standing out to me most. So yeah, that's your money and material. Looks like there's a big transformation happening there. It feels surprising. Hey, Nina, love and light. Love and light, my love. And with your energetic and physical health, I think that you're going to get a lot of, like energy from somebody around you or the people around you. I think that, where like people are either investing in you and you're feeling like you're ready to bloom. You're feeling like you're ready to open up and receive. You're ready to open up and chase after what you want. So I'm getting for you as well, solar plexus chakra energy. So self-esteem, willpower, and commitment are opening up for you. If you've had any issues like with your tummy or with like I even want to say like your lower back too, like tummy issues, those will be releasing or relieving themselves this week. I also want to say a cleanse for you because they're in white. A lot of us have to cleanse this week. I should just make a collective message for that because it's pretty much everyone. But yeah, that's what that looks like. It's like a cleansing of your system. I also get your hair. You could have a big focus on your hair this week. Maybe strengthening it or doing something with your hair. Yep, what did I tell you? Bottom of the deck. Look back 6 months. Just like I said with that first card, with those manifestations. Spirit wants you to look back 6 months because it's good to kind of get a perspective on what's coming in. And it's something that you've already asked for 6 months ago. So let's go, baby. I can't wait to see what it is. First affirmation. How much credit have you given yourself? Card drop for that one. Also, I accept and embrace all experiences. And I know you do, Cancer. You take every experience as a lesson. You understand the ins and outs of it, the darkness of it, and then the lightness of it. You can go full spectrum here. And that's kind of what I see you doing, this week. Going full spectrum. Hey, thanks so much for sharing the live, guys. Thank you. Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for the likes. If you guys are just chilling, will you tap the screen? I will be right back. Give me like 1 second. I'm going to have to... Leo, it's your turn. Do we have any Leos in the building? Ooh, thanks for the likes, guys. I love you so much. Thank you. Just all of a sudden started feeling sad. Oh no, my heart. I'm so sorry. I hate it when that happens. It happens to me all the time too. I'm a Cancer, so it's like 1 second everything's fine, and then you can feel somebody else's energy, and then it kind of bums you out. I'm sorry, love, if that happened. Hey, Megan's a Leo. Let's go, Megan. We're about to do your reading to see what's popping for you this week. Let's go, Leo. What's good with you this week? Who are you? Oh, my goodness. Harmony. There's an activation of the heart chakra that's happening this week. And, oh, you know what? For some of you guys, it could be your heart chakra that's activating, but for others of you, you could be activating somebody else's. And I feel like for some Leos that are like focused on a partner or something like that, this is coming in heavy. They're really protected, and they're really willing to protect you with all these braids that they've got on. There's this protection that they've got over you, even with the bracelet. It's like you're clicked in or something. For others of my Leos here, it feels like you're understanding your place in other people's lives, like your strength, what you bring to the table, how you should be valued as well, could be really coming out this week for you guys. Like, you notice it yourself first, and you may notice where some people don't value you as much, but I think the real juice there is where you notice where people do value you, and you're like, damn, That feels really good. So yeah, that's pretty big. In your environment this week, we have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in, Leo? How is that even possible? Is that even possible to dim the light of the sun? I don't think so, but I feel like you're trying to hide it somehow. Maybe there's this eccentricity about you. Baby, we are in Gemini season. If you were ever going to be eccentric, this is the time to do it. Gemini season is literally all communication. Nobody cares about feelings. You know, you do what you want and you apologize for it later if you have to. You know what I'm saying? But there's this need to kind of come out of your shell and exist the way you want to exist. Not the way others prefer you to exist, or how it would be easier. You would be more palatable if you were like this instead. Get off. Bro, you guys are here to innovate. You guys are here to show us what it's like to follow your heart. And Spirit's asking you to please do that now. Please do that now. Do not dim your light to fit in, or your style, or your essence, or your opinion. Leos are opinionated. I love you. It's true. All right, in your love and relationships, 10 of Wands. I don't hate that. I like the fact that we are like at the end of carrying the heavy weight, carrying the heavy load. Maybe this whole time you were so invested in somebody else or in something else that you really didn't see your true value, right? And then when you do, you're like, oh, damn. Maybe I've been putting in too much work. Maybe somebody else needs to pick up some slack. Or when I make it all the way with all these 10 wands to this little town, I'll be able to have my harvest. And that's what it feels like. Harvest time is coming for you, Leo. There's a blooming that's happening in love and relationships right now, but Spirit's asking you to come out of your shell first. To exist the way you want to exist on the planet, despite what anybody else could think, say, or do about it. In your money and material this week, baby, Ace of Spears. Damn, that's nice. That's a new opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles is actually the hardest ace to get, and here it is smack dab right here for you in your money and material specter. And that's showing me that there is a new opportunity for you to go your own direction. Now, Leos, once again, I feel like this kind of goes in tandem. It goes hand to hand here. If you are dimming your light, you'll never really be able to express yourself, or you'll never really allow yourself to express at your highest potential. So you may not know what your highest potential is, what your Ace of Pentacles could be. Okay. So do your best to be as eccentric as you'd like to be with no fear. If you do the most the first time, you know what I mean? You'll get over the fear. I had to do that myself. It's a bitch. But yeah, that looks like a new opportunity is coming your way. And it's kind of opening a direction for you to take your own path here. So it may not look the same as everybody else's path. Somebody else might be good at accounting. And somebody else might be really good at cleaning homes. You know what I mean? Ugh, praise you guys. You're amazing. But you here, Leo, you are on your own path. So, and damn. In your energetic and physical health, Spirit is asking you to take action. We've been separate for too long. There's something that's been happening with you, Leo, here, where you have either had trauma, pain, or you've been denied, or something like that that's happened that made you separate the essence of yourself. Spirit's asking you to bring them both together. It's funny because it's action card, but Spirit is telling me that there is a need for like meditation before taking action, especially if you've been in fight or flight mode for a long time. If you've been in fight or flight mode for like years, you want to take a second before you act, because some information is coming in here this week that's going to make you want to act on it. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, let's go. My bestie's a Leo, and so is my daddy, so bottom of the deck, allow yourself to consider ideas freely. So that's really opening up to whatever's coming in. And that doesn't mean that you have to take every idea that comes in and say, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to invest everything in that. You don't have to do that. But if you let your mind wander and accept all different types of ideas, you can take a little bit from this, a little bit from that, a little bit from this, and kind of mold it into whatever you want it to be. And that's how you don't dim to fit in. Paired with that, damn, you are protected. If you feel it's right, leap. Spirit is asking you to take action, man. This is crazy. And we have protect your investments. That actually came out right on top of, hey, thanks for sharing the live. That came out right on top of the 10 of Wands with love and relationships and that Ace of Pentacles. So protecting your investments, how you've invested your time and energy into your relationship, and also how you've invested time and energy into yourself and your new direction with your finances or material. So yes, Leo, that is what I have for you, my love. Hey, Lydia, how are you, mommy? Thank you guys so much for the follows. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 10K and I only need 50. So if we can get 50 to follow, I would like literally flip my shit. Literally. So any moderators in here, if you got, I know Baby Doll, you're in here. If we can tell people like, hey, don't forget to follow. Okay, so Virgo, we're dedicating ourselves to a brand new lifestyle. You guys are also, you guys have fixed up your self-trust and your boundary issues. So let's see what that looks like this week because of that. Let's go, Virgo. Virgo in the building. What do we have? Ooh, that was a clean cut. Ooh, Virgo, you guys are organizing this week. You are getting organized. Damn, you are getting organized. Definitely. When I cut the deck, it was just like this smooth, clear cut. So nice. For Virgos here, you guys, other than cleanliness is top priority this week. Organizing, making sure that you have space, making sure that everything looks nice when you walk by it. Virgo, transformation is your first card. This is you. Dude, and it's so hard to see Virgo let their hair down because they're pretty particular and Virgos care about the details. And when I see this, there's expansion happening in many different areas. Okay, so let's talk about it. First off, acceptance of self with your hair being down, along with acceptance of self with the orange butterfly wings. That's telling me that not only are you accepting yourself, your body, your image, and what you look like, and praising it for what it is, but you're also broadening up your perspective on your sexual intimacy as well as your creativity. You're letting yourself soar. You're letting yourself test things out, try things out. On top of that, Virgo, you've got this mask. It's coming off. It's like you're removing yourself from this facade that you had created for yourself. And then we've got the third eye being highlighted here in gold, which means that like your intuition is golden this week. Your intuition is golden this week. Clear cut for your environment again. Okay, in your environment, I've got deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Once again, her hair is down. You are really relaxing this week, Virgo. You're relaxing on the details. You're relaxing and being like, maybe I don't need to know everything. Maybe I don't need to know all the details before I talk about it, you know? Oh, guys, everybody's missing my lives. I'm so sorry. And that's what Spirit wants you to do, is rest and retreat. Allow yourself to accept what is at this moment in your environment. So you might even have that moment, Virgo, where you're like, okay, what does it look like right now? And this is just an example. But like, what does it look like right now? And you look at it and you have to say, okay, this is what it is. This is what we've come to. Now it's time to fix it. It's time to clean it up. It's time to organize. And that's what I see you doing this week. Even in your environment and for you as well. In your love and relationships was a beautiful cut as well. And I've got temperance. Here, I also feel like you're organizing. Damn, Virgo, what the heck? I feel like you're organizing your love and relationships. Where do you put energy? You've got all your relationships in front of you with little cups. And you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some into here. I'm going to go ahead and pour some over here. And a little bit here, a little bit there. And for me, I'm going to pour it up all the way. So you're deciding and delegating what goes where, who gets what. Because your energy is very valuable. And I think you're also noticing that this week too. Especially as you take a break. You're like, damn, what is going to get done if I take a break? Will anything get done if I decide to take a break? Like, that's where you're at. But you're not going to feel the pressure and you're not going to feel the guilt for it. You're just going to sit back and watch to see who does what around you. In your money and material, baby, look at this. We have got the World. This is a breakthrough. This is breakthrough, period. Some would also say rebirth, a rebirthing of sorts in your money and material. So maybe you have a brand new idea that expands your mind and you're like, whoa, I never thought about that before. Or alternatively, it could be an opportunity that comes in that kind of breaks things up where they were so tight and you're like, oh, wow, like I have more space to make, or you have more options now. One main option is coming up here in money and material. And you guys are kind of focused on that as well. Like, where is the money going to be coming from long term? What can I invest myself into? There's a lot of body image as well happening this week for you guys. In your energetic and physical health, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of energy, ideas, and energy, I guess we'll say, from other people. Other people could be really affecting how you feel. So make sure that you're associating with people who are aligned with what you want to feel, not what is just given at the moment. So I think that that's very clear. I also feel you could be focusing on what you're eating and what you're consuming this week, Virgo, where you're like, maybe I don't eat as many fruits, or you might even notice this week that some flowers are edible. You might put flowers in your meals this week. I know that's different, but there's different parts of you that are blooming. So you're going to be getting like energetic spurts in different areas of your life. Like maybe you'll feel super creative one day, or another day you'll feel like, oh my God, I just want to eat fruits today and I'm going to fast. Like that's what I see. Not yet, not yet. Okay, what do we have for you here? Adjust your judgments. Adjust your judgments. I'm telling you, I feel like you've been doing a lot or putting in a lot of work, and now it's time for you to rest, to see what everybody else has been doing. While you're so busy doing all this work, when you finally take a rest and try and rejuvenate yourself, you notice like, hey, you're not pulling your weight. No wonder I always have to do extra work because you don't finish your work. Or, man, you're over here dilly-dallying while you could be using that to go do something else. Oh, hello, Stone. If you guys aren't following Stone, you totally should. He's amazing, an amazing content creator, and you'll get some really good news from his page. Right in the middle. My feelings matter, but they do not make my decisions. So if you do get a little bit hype off of noticing that other people aren't pulling their weight or aren't doing enough, this is where you kind of have to balance out those feelings in love and relationship and say, hey, not everybody can be as smart as you, Virgo. Not everybody can be as aligned as you are, okay? So if that's the case, it seems like you're going to kind of lower down the ego there and lower down the pressure of having to do something immediately. And lastly, intuition is key when facts are out of focus. Intuition is key when facts are out of focus. Ooh, one of my favorite cards there. Yes, it is. If you guys have clicked on this live, there's a message here for you. No matter what sign we're on. All right, and now we are going to Libra. Libra, let's go. Let's go, Libra. Let's see what's popping for you guys this week. So last week, you guys had a new self-talk of belief in yourself and how to treat yourself. You were committing to a new life transformation, and your personal dreams were either realized or they opened up so you can see them. And, let's see here. You sent me the headpiece. I didn't even see it. Thank you, Stone. So 222 for you guys this week, hands down. Talking about an option. That's what 2 is. What direction should we go? Do we lean this way? Do we lean that way? And you know what's going to make you even question that in the first place? Is noticing that you've been on the same damn ride over and over. You've either chosen the same type of partnership, or some relationships that you've chosen in the past are repeating themselves again, or same situations, what have you. Spirits, like this week, I'm going to slow you down enough so you can see the exit. And while you see the exit, you're also going to notice what made you choose that route in the first place. Where does that root from? Where's the root of that? Where did it start where you decided that you deserve this and you don't deserve that? And you're going to root it out. You're going to take out that molded root, and you're going to make space to plant something new there. So you'll be removing yourself from some karmic cycles this week. I could say karmic, but I don't have to say karmic because it might not be, but it does feel like it is because we wouldn't be there. I got your video of power negation. Ooh, Becca, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Okay, Libra, in your environment, we have Minticon. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, so honestly, I'm going to be straight up. I feel like in your environment, you guys are going to be noticing how things are not up to par. How you are so much higher of a being and you deserve better, and how things are not that yet. And it's like, you know what it feels like? It feels like you have a paper cut on your finger and you squeeze some lemon into a bottle and you forgot you had that paper cut. And it's like, ouch. That's what it feels like. And the reason why this is happening is because Spirit's like, bro, you are meant for more. You are meant to have more, to acquire more, and to be more. And because you haven't chosen that path, you're going to see what you have decided in lieu of that. So instead of choosing all the best partnerships, you chose the lower end ones because you didn't think you were deserving. And that might not come in every form, but it may come in every form. Oh, wow. Love and relationships is the Tower. And this is where I think you're realizing, like, in some relationships that you have, it's like, you know what? You don't support me like I support you. Or you don't invest your time into me the way I invest my time into you now, do you? And that's where all of these things are happening. That's why Spirit's slowing you down to take the exit. This is coming through love, relationships, friendships, family members, all of it. You're like, you know what? If you don't give me what I am worth, because you should have seen it first, they should have seen what you were worth first. But because they didn't, probably because they're going through their own trauma and trying to get over it, but because they didn't, you're like, you know what? I see it now. And there's like this shake up in your love and relationships life that you're doing. And yeah, that's what I see this week for love and relationships. You're shaking it up. And money and material, you're taking a new step forward. You're kind of going off on a limb here. You're also really kind of focusing on what it is that you can create for yourself. However, you may feel like there's still something holding you back here. But you're taking off on something, and the light at the end of the tunnel is officially visible to you. So you're getting direction and kind of honing in on direction this week. For your energetic and physical health, that really broke apart really beautifully. And your card is Door to Value. So there's two things that I see here. I see root chakra. I see solar plexus chakra. So for your root chakra, if it's blocked, you could have issues with the colon, the bladder, the lower back, leg, or feet issues. With the solar plexus chakra, you could have issues in the tummy or in like your mid back, maybe even your high back, but probably not, but like more like your tummy here, tummy issues. Those seem to be relieving themselves now as you take away the stress. I feel like it's a stress thing that's happening that's pressuring you and pressuring those chakras to be blocked and stay blocked. So Spirit's like, hey, let's try and open this door to value here, understand your value, and then we can, then you'll see how those are being released. So no more issues with lower back, feet, or leg issues or tummy issues. All of those can be released just by relieving the pressure and the stress of having to hold up these relationships that are too heavy. First one, I use creativity to create more solutions. And I feel like that's coming out with Minticon here. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You're creating some solutions this week, Libra, and Libras are really smart. So I feel like you guys are seeing through the threads and kind of able to create solutions. And you also have from the other side. So this could actually be either a passed on loved one, or an angelic force that is here with you, trying to push you through and trying to push you over, helping you get off of the treadmill, get off of this same karmic cycle that you've been on many times, whether in relationships or feeling like you're not good enough to have enough material goods or money. All those things are getting kind of washed out this week, and you're reassessing and reanalyzing your value. Yeah, here. Ooh, really? Oh, yep. Somebody from the other side is coming through heavy this week. So if you guys get some signs or anything like that, just make sure that you're noticing, because they're speaking to you. You can ask them a question. They'll send you an answer almost immediately. Boundaries you guys worked on last week. We're perfecting that this week. New self-trust and boundaries. Innovating our family, home, foundation, and security as well is what Scorpios are doing. You guys are innovating a lot within your like emotional body, in how you feel safe and secure within your emotions too. Scorpio, beautiful clean cut there. Transformation. Yep, look at that. There's a huge transformation coming here. And this could actually have to do with sexuality, creativity, your heart chakra, which means what is your heart truly attracted to? Where does your heart feel not just engaged, but connected with what you're doing? That's what you're noticing. Also, your intuition is a huge guide this week with that third eye chakra being covered and being protected. You're protected in what you're analyzing, what you're observing, and the directions that you are seeing that are options to go. You're protected in those areas. You're also taking off this mask here, Scorpio, where before you could have had this mask on to be more palatable to others, to be more accepted. Now you're like, fuck that, dude. I'm an individual, and you're going to see it. And I think that that's the best option, because you guys are like a jack of all trades. You can do so many things. You're like chefs, you're freaking musicians, and then you're great parents, but you're also awesome friends. Like, there's just so many things about you that are amazing, but some of those things were based or built on this facade that you've created to be more accepted, and Spirit is kind of leading you and giving you the freedom to take that mask off and still be just as accepted. Maybe even more. People would be inspired by you, dude. They'd be inspired by you to do that. In your environment. Oh, damn. You got 2 cards, and so appropriate. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Paired with Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So with these 2 cards together, Spirit's like, you've been doing the same thing over and over and over. We need to take a different step. We need to see something different, taste something different, feel something different, because your mind is asking some really big questions right now. Where do I belong? What is intriguing you right now that you feel like you must study or you need to learn about? There is some hidden information there for you, and especially Scorpios. You guys, like I tell you all the time, you find the truth no matter who hides it. You will find the truth. It will come to you. It will make itself available. And you're asking for the truth right now. So I can't wait to see what you get, because I want to know, Scorpio. Come tell me. Right in the middle with your love and relationships, we've got 3 of Cups. This could be friendships. This could be celebration, cause for celebration, room for celebration, or it could be with some of my Scorpios could find out that there is a third party situation happening, or realize that they may be interested in something or someone else within relationships. If this is familial, it feels like there's some sort of celebratory energy happening here. If you're noticing a third party in your relationship, I think that there's like, you've already had worries about it, or it's already happened in the past and you're noticing again now. Watch the patterns is what they're telling me. Watch the patterns. Yep. In your money and material, you've got Ace of Swords. This is a brand new connection. I think you're connecting with someone that's either in a higher tax bracket, because you guys usually associate with people who are in higher tax brackets, because that's where you're supposed to be. But this is a new communication there, or a new connection where you're going to be allowed either more freedom or more space to act on what you believe or what you want to create for yourself. So like, let's say you wanted to be the boss there. Well, you meet the boss and you guys hit it off really well. And then there's an open position for his like right under his position. So there's areas opening up here for you that are giving you more opportunity to create more abundance in your life. In your energetic health, I've got the thinking man. I think clarity is coming to you right now. You could be receiving messages from spirit in many different forms, physically, through videos, or what have you, about your health. And I think that you've been very protective on what information you accept on like natural health remedies, but now I think that they're coming to you, and you might even get some all by yourself and you're like, I wonder if that would work. And then the next thing you know, you see a video of like, oh my god, I did this and it was amazing, and it was just what you thought. So I'm getting your intuition is heavy this week, and you may second guess it, but spirit's going to send in supportive information for that. So if you've been wondering, how do I get rid of my back problem? Or how do I do this? How do I fix this? Any sort of ailments, they're heading towards you. And I feel like it's a long-term, issue or a long-term, like, solution. Oh my gosh, one more, please. There it is. Oh man, it was at the bottom. Solutions flow through me freely. They do. I literally just said that. You're getting intuitive hits on how to fix your energetic imbalances. And once again, you might not believe yourself, but Spirit's going to send you stuff to support it and to show you like, oh no, you were right. You got it. But that'll also build more trust in yourself to be like, as soon as you get an intuition, you can follow it more because you trust yourself more. Feeling secure comes from proper boundaries. Feeling secure comes from proper boundaries. But this week, Scorpio, I feel like you're okay with not feeling secure. Like you're ready to test the waters on something else. And the reason why you might be free to do that is because you set proper boundaries other places in your life. So you feel confident enough to do that. Allow yourself to consider ideas freely, which is so perfect because we just had that 8 of Swords and the thinking man. So there's a bunch of new ideas that are coming in for you and new knowledge and information. Whoa, what the heck? Don't second guess yourself. What was that? Oh my god, I almost died just now. So yeah, don't second guess yourself. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you guys liked your reading. If you're in here and you heard your reading, can I get a crystal ball emoji in the comment section, please? Sagittarius is next. What do we have? New self-talk, relationship to yourself. Lord in heaven. New ways of self-love. New quality on your life and your overall performance. Like, how do you perform in life? I think you're perfecting that now. Also long-term intellectual property. So if you guys have been thinking about writing a blog, a book, recipes, anything like that, now is the time. Yes. All right, Sag, what do we have for you for your energy? Balance. I like that. So there's like this neutrality coming in your energy. You could be super neutral this week. Somebody has a problem. You're like, I'm neutral. I'm not on your side or their side. Also with that Sagittarius, one, I think you're getting more freedom. There's a freedom coming to you. Maybe more money so you can travel, because I know you guys love traveling. Or maybe you get a library card and then you have so much freedom to just check out whatever you want to. Or maybe you didn't have internet and now you do. But I do see new tools coming your way here, Sag. New ways of communicating, new ways of emoting, new ways of finding and holding financial opportunities, along with a new way of accessing and expressing that passionate energy. So there's this balance coming through, and within the balance, you'll notice that you have more tools to work with within yourself than what you were giving yourself credit for. And that could be like new talents, like if you have talents that you haven't really noticed, or that you haven't really touched on since you were a kid, there they are. In your environment, you have play. Dude, I wish I had this myself. Play. So just chill, hang out, have a good time. I feel like that's what's going to bring you the most positive energy right now. Maybe having some champagne, hanging out by the pool, hanging out by the water. There is a need for you to get some sunlight. Also opening up the windows in your home to make sure that sunlight is hitting into it. You may not think it makes a difference, but it truly does. In your love and relationships this week, the Magician. Look at all the tools that he has Look at all the tools he has at his table. It's the same tools that you got in the beginning of the reading. So those tools that you got in the beginning, I feel, are reflective on how you're going to use your love language. Oh, love language. Love language is either changing or being acknowledged now. You're noticing how you accept the most love, how you take the most love, and how you're able to give it. And for some of you guys, you could be having this new idea where one person was a friend, and now it's like, why are you hot? Or, something along those lines where it's like your perspective shifts and there's a new idea coming in for somebody that you already know. That could even be the case here. In your money and material, I've got 4 of Swords. Here's also another paused area. I think in your money and material, especially because you've got play and balance over here, taking a break, taking some space and time out to just express yourself and just be for a minute. There's not just being grateful, but understanding how far you've come within your money and material already. Now, is there going to be a pause on money, period? I don't think so, but it's like you're taking time to understand how far you've come, what you've created for yourself, and just basking in that for a minute. Damn, in your energetic and physical health, I've got the door to romance. And this is where I feel you're rerouting yourself in your self-love. And that self-love is going to be able to fix a lot of ailments that you have within you. So if you've been having lower back, leg, feet issues, you could be seeing those relieving themselves now. There's a lot of base chakra energy within most of the signs that we've had so far, but this is a release of that. If there's been a lot of pressure in a certain area, it feels like this week it's getting released. Maybe you'll be looking at more ways to stretch out your body and to release those like energetic blockages that you have, like where your body like folds, like here or here, as well as if any of my Sagittariuses have had heart issues, I think that there could be some form of help coming in this week for that. Your first affirmation. Your energy is cleansing. People attract to you. Yeah, I would say, especially with this lighthearted energy and this like abundant new energy that you're giving in your love and relationship life, of course people are going to attract to you. So you might be having new people coming in, old people coming in, trying to contact you and talk to you. Next, I observe my emotions without getting attached to them. And that came out right over this. So when you're contemplating everything that you've done, don't harp on what didn't come to fruition. Don't keep thinking about the time when you tried and failed, or when you gave it your all and didn't come through or come true. That's not what we need to harp on. I think that we need to really realize how far we've come in a positive way. And at the bottom of the deck, lion's blood runs through your veins. Hone in your power for greater benefit. Damn. Let's go. Okay, Sag. Okay. Oh, damn, I dropped one. All right. Who is ready for Capricorn? I have a Capricorn moon. And I'm telling you guys, it's genius to listen to your sun, moon, and rising, because then you get a full picture. You can see, like, your feelings are feeling this way, so you might experience this, but your, like, what you aspire to be is going this route, and, like, your sun sign is going this way. So it's really important to listen to all 3 signs. Alrighty, guys. So let's start with Capricorn. Alright. Nice clean cut. Something you guys are good at. Patience. Why? Found you. Yay! Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. So, patience. This is talking about the blossoming of something here, Capricorn. Something is blossoming, and you're watching it happen. Hey, Coco. And it's like it's at your pace. So it's not very fast. It's nice and slow, very methodical. But as it blossoms, it's like, oh, it's like as it blossoms, that's when you realize what seed was actually planted. Like, you were just waiting for it to, like, come to fruition before you, like, realize what it was. And you know what it is? It's purity. There's a purity that's blossoming within you this week, which is just beautiful. And it seems that this moment here for you is the separation of what the past was and what the future could potentially be. And you're in this moment of like, whoa, what the hell? Like, I can see everything. Like, you can see everything. It's crazy. And for that to happen to a Capricorn, because you guys are so factual, black and white, you know what I mean? You guys are Saturn, so. Ooh, let's go, Libra. I just finished your reading. It came out super good. Wait till you hear it. In your environment, we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. And here, this looks very similar to this, where there's this defining line between the past and the future, and this alignment. Ooh, thank you so much, Sassy. Thank you for the wishing bottles. And you are realigning yourself here. And it does seem like your environment is helping you with that. Maybe you're moving. Maybe somebody moves out of your place so you gain more space. There's more space happening here. And there's also people in your environment that are helping you align. They're saying little things here and there, or you're overhearing it, or they're saying it to you. And you're realizing how it's like pushing you and pushing you this way and pushing you this way. And you're like ending up in this beautiful alignment where you understand things. And like, it's like, what is that? When your crown chakra opens, that's what I mean. Like this whole moment of just divine understanding of what you are and what you are meant to do here. So it seems really big for you guys. Damn, love and relationships looks really good too. 10 of Cups. This is happiness, fulfillment, long-term blooming. Long-term blooming. Look at all those flowers here. I also see new communication coming into love and relationships as well. Maybe you're opening up. Maybe you're allowing yourself to be more emotional or to be more vulnerable, to open up enough. You could also see, and this is why I love my fucking job. But like, the way you align yourself and be like, okay, I want to be more open in my relationships. I realize I'm not giving enough. And you'll see as you do that, other people are doing the same thing to you. And there's like this connection where you're doing it for others and others are doing it for you. So you meet in the middle. And that's what I see happening in love and relationship right now. Things are blooming because you guys are giving it more. You're giving more of yourself here. This feels really genuine. And that could be in like, you know, romantic relationships. It could be in physical, any sort of relationship, pretty much. Familial, what have you. Damn. In money and material, we've got the King of Swords, and he's rough, baby. He is black and white. He is no bullshit. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to make a decision. You're making difficult decisions about money this week. You could be deciding what you want to invest into, where you want to put your money, your time, and energy into as well. Damn, okay. Definitely. Look at that. I also feel like you've already made an investment, and now you're like, I made a good investment here, or it turned out okay. And even if it didn't, right now you're getting this divine inspiration to invest in something new or put your money, it could either be into yourself. For some of you guys, you're investing in yourself and saying, I'm going to buy myself all these clothes or all this stuff for my home or whatever it is, you know, tools to invest in yourself. But alternatively, I feel it could even be like a long-term investment where you're deciding like to put your money into stocks or something like that this week. And it's perfect time because Mercury's already gone direct. So you don't really have to worry about any stops or holdups within that area, at least not this week. And in your energetic and physical health, baby, cornucopia. Damn. A couple things here. One, you guys could be expanding on your self-esteem, your willpower, and your commitment. So even what that looks like when it's blocked could be tummy issues, issues with the back, the middle back, anything along those lines, maybe cramping or having trouble going to the restroom. I know I hate to talk about it, but that's what I see. But I see you guys changing up a little bit of your diet here. I think that my Capricorns are either ingesting more fruit or looking at like specific colors. That's weird. But for some of you, it could be like, I'm going to eat more yellow fruit. I'm going to eat more red fruit. I'm going to eat more, you know, like deciding on what you're ingesting is happening right now because your value is rising and you're realizing that whatever you eat, it is going to affect you in a certain way. So you could even be focusing on like dyes in your food, like dye, red dye, yellow dye. And you're like, wait a minute. I don't think I want this in my body if that's how it affects me. I create peace and harmony in my daily life, if that's not the truth. I love that. My feelings matter, but they do not make my decisions. My feelings matter, but they do not make my decisions. That is the King of Swords, baby. He's like, yeah, I can feel whatever. I can feel all different types of things, but I'm going to be black and white when it comes down to making a decision. And that's what it is here. I feel like in finances, that's going to be the case. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Aquarius, what do we have for you? Damn. Aquarius is coming through with a balance, just like the angel you are, my love. Look at that. Spreading your wings, finding freedom within yourself, finding freedom within your belief, within your expansion, within the new tools that are coming and showing themselves up, which means you could have new emotions you've never felt before, new communications that you've never had before, maybe communications in a way you've never experienced it, like you, like this, like you meet someone who's just as smart as you, which is hard, Aquarius, right? But you also find like a seed or something that you can plant here with that pentacle, something that's going to bring a like growth, right? Fruition of something. And there's also a wand here, so you're realizing a passion as well. A lot of realizations this week that already existed there, but they were hiding behind like a barrier. Not that they were blocked, but they were just hiding behind the barrier because they felt you weren't energetically ready, either emotionally, physically, or like mentally ready to access these things. And now they're opening up and it's like, damn, I'm good at that, or like I can do that. Or you may even be receiving compliments on things that you're good at without even, like, without, like, trying to get, you're not fishing here. In your environment, Spirit actually asked me to get two. It was a weird little shuffle that just happened just now, but I do have two, and look at this. First one, no, wait, postpone. Say no, pause. Pause. Why? Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I did this last week where I'm like, why am I so connected to this? It doesn't make any sense. Where is my connection to this? In my waking life, I don't feel like I'm connected to it. But like in other ways, I still am. So there's this release that you're doing right now where you're realizing, I don't want to say yes to this anymore. I don't want to go down that path anymore. I don't want to hang out with these people anymore. You're releasing yourself from the weight. And because you're doing that, you're becoming lighter and you're able to travel higher. Let's go. So your environment is supportive of that. I do want to say you could, in your environment, experience people coming through from the past. Like people who wanted to have you go out with them all the time. You're like, no, I'm living a more healthy lifestyle. Or if people who are like, I don't know, that's the best example I can come up with right now. It's like if somebody wants to party and you just don't want to party anymore. But they're like, but you're like our party favorite. And it's like, but bro, I don't want to do that anymore. Can we be friends? Can we get coffee instead of alcohol? Can we go out during the day instead of at night? And then that's when you start seeing like people are like, you know, like they start like retracting their energy because they don't want to invest in someone that's doing better than them. But you're going to notice that you're doing better than a lot of people. And those people are not trying to do better for themselves. So you may want to cut some cords here. I don't think it's going to be anybody too serious, you know. Ugh, I said that and I feel like for one person it's going to be very serious. But for others of you, it may not be so serious who you're cutting off. Another 2 for love and relationships. Okay. Oh, I see why. Okay. So in your love and relationships, we have 2 cards, so stick around for both. The first one is a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of pressure. Why? Because there's bigger, broader understandings happening here, but in your love and relationships, you may realize that you may have been investing in someone without them investing in you the exact same way. Or you were putting in like a shit ton of energy and they were putting in like, you know? And now there's this like, wait a minute. Why am I so stressed about this? Why can't I get you out of my head? And that could go for mother, father, husband, wife, daughter, brother. I don't know, dude. It could go for anybody that's voices in your head and it's keeping you in this sort of box. Like, you should be this. Don't forget to do this. Check that. Check this. Like, you're changing the voice that you hear inside your head right now. And you're saying, you know, wait a minute. Yep, there it is. Look at it. Look at it right here. New attitude about loving yourself and a new self-talk. You're speaking to yourself differently. Why? Because you're finally speaking to yourself. You're not speaking to yourself and then hearing your dad's voice respond, or your brother, or your mom, or whatever, or your ex-lover that put you in this position. Now you're removing yourself from that. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go find peace and clarity on my own. And you're heading to more peaceful waters here. That's in love and relationships. You're cutting off cords this week, Aquarius. You're cutting the cords, man. You're like, bro, this isn't it. And like, on top of that, it's draining and it's pressure. Ooh, baby. But in your money and material, you have strength. And this is you kind of burning through old expectations. This is also you burning through the vision of what you thought you were going to be. Because when you made that vision before, when you were younger, that vision was not as strong as you actually are. So you're burning through that old vision of what you thought you were, and you're giving yourself the new credit. And there's new credit coming through. I feel there's also new boundaries coming through within your money and material, where maybe you used to lend people money a lot or pay for people all the time. And now it's like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to do that. I actually have to save for myself. So there's a reaversion of your like line of sight. You're not looking at making sure everybody else is happy. I think you're assuring that you're happy and that you're kind of lifting yourself up on the pedestal that you used to lift everybody else on. I also see these boundaries coming through in money and material that are making you more valuable in your place of, or your line of work. There's a new value coming in that area. And it may not make itself apparent right now, but people will start seeing that value as you walk with it, especially with those new boundaries. In your energetic and physical health, I actually have the door to spirit. So this is a cleansing that's happening for you guys too. Damn, everybody's cleansing this week. You could be going to the restroom a lot. You could be feeling like you're extra thirsty and you need to drink a lot of water. But I'll tell you one thing. There was this depression of looking at everything that hadn't worked out for you, or looking at all the times that you tried and failed or didn't succeed. And that's where spirit's coming through, because that depression or that darkness was, it was like molding other places inside of you. And spirit is cleansing that area now with the water, with spirit. There's a cleansing that's happening within your beliefs, within your energetic and physical energy to like push through on what you want to create and what you want to do. Basically all your new ideas that are coming through. I also feel a release of pressure coming in the lower back. And also the upper back, like between the shoulder blades, if you've been super tight. I want to say like the whole back area is what's really coming into like spotlight for me. So if you could go to a chiropractor or something, this would be the week to do it. This would be the week to do it. To go to a chiropractor or somebody who wants to look at what you've been consuming and how you treat yourself. I also see some gold face stuff. Some of my ladies here, even masculines, hey, no judgment. I love it actually. But some of you guys could be using like gold face creams or something like that. I see that happening here too. Gold or white. All right, bottom of the deck. Someone is thinking of you. I don't know who, okay? You have to get a private reading for that. But someone is thinking of you here this whole week. And you know why they're thinking about you? Because you're cutting connections with other people. And as they feel you lightening up your load and your like energetic frequency, that's when they're like, wait a minute, I miss them. Wait a minute, did they cut me off? I don't want to be cut off. Let me get back into their life. Careful with that. Careful with that one. Take more time to think about it. And I am going to leave that there because I'm not sure if it's got to do with the people that you're cutting off or with you realizing that somebody or something in your life is putting too much pressure on you and you have to head towards something more peaceful. But there is some more time to think here. And lastly, open up and communicate your truth. Open up, communicate your truth. I want to say that has to do in business, in your finances, and in your energetic health. So if you go and see a doctor this week, don't sugarcoat it. Don't pretend like this doesn't hurt when it hurts. Like, you have to be open. You have to be. For them to actually be able to, like, see what's going on for real. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you, my love. Pisces, let's go. What do we have for you, my love? Wow. So since you guys are focused on a new self-care, a new self-nurturing, you're moving on from the old, where you would diminish yourself or where you would think you weren't enough. You might have thought you didn't have enough information or you weren't in a high enough position, which I think is insane because Capricorn as well as Aquarius and Pisces, you guys are up. You're at the last of the Zodiac. You're the highest we go, baby. You cannot think that you are not high enough. And most of my Pisces have really good confidence, but I see you walking into the light here where there's acceptance of that confidence, acceptance of the life that you're able to give to people by sharing your gift and by sharing your knowledge and understanding, because you guys have a knowledge and understanding that's very particular to you. And because of that, well, that's there, right? But within the self, like deprecating, the self, what is it? Like you undermine yourself. And that was in the darkness. That was in the dark era. We're moving out of that now. And I'll tell you one thing, you built quite a bit in that darkness. Even when you were in the dark, you built so much. But it's officially time to move on. It's officially time to go into an area where you're going to be more accepted for your gifts. But I feel like a fear of accepting your gifts is what's happening. And now you're like, okay, I'm just going to have to do it. Like, this is who I am. Damn. I don't know how this happened. I think that was probably Sagittarius or Capricorn. But you guys have 2 cards for your environment. Number 1, Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Is paired with no. Wait, pause, postpone. Just say no. Something in your environment is trying to take you off of your alignment. Something in your environment is trying to take you off your alignment, and Spirit's saying no, don't go. You're going to get the feeling. As soon as somebody asks you to do something, you're going to get either a tinge in your heart or you're going to feel weird about it, don't do it. Do not do it. That is what Spirit is saying here, hands down. Because if you do, it's going to be a long-term thing. Whatever long-term comes this week that doesn't sit well with you, don't act on it and consult with your spiritual team first. Feel it. Feel it out. Or am I in alignment? Do I feel like this is what's right for me in the future? Because whatever it is that you decide on this week is going to end up being more long-term than what you expected. And your emotions as well they're not going to vibe with it. You'll feel it right off bat. And Spirit's like, let's be careful with things that are trying to pull us out of alignment or something that's just way different than what our path is. Spirit says, let's not go down that route. In love and relationships, I've got 7 of Swords. This feels like coming out of the cage on something, or coming out of the coffin, where you were maybe really silent in your love and relationships. I think that you're finally coming out and you're ready to express. You're ready to be. You're ready to naturally allow yourself. My Terry, my love. Hello, my love. It's so good to see you. And this is where you're able to express and let yourself be a little bit more free. Especially if you've been feeling a lot of pressure in love and relationships. Like, I have to be this way. I have to be that way. Because we have nopales in the back. Nopales in English are cactus. There's cactus in the back. So it's like very prickly. It's a very prickly situation that you were hiding yourself from. And now you're kind of able to open up and be like, okay, I'm going to take my role here. You're just ready within your love and relationships where you weren't so ready before. My Yisby, my love. Hello, my love. How's the baby doing, my heart and soul? In your money and material, we have the Hierophant. Damn, Pisces. You guys were always meant to make a lot of money, but in this case, there's this broadening expansion of these thoughts that are happening right now. So if you were in a long-term position for a while, or if you're getting a new job now, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are right now, there's this enlightenment or this expansion of understanding that you're going to have that's going to take you to the top tier. The ideas that you're getting right now are literally taking you to the top tier of what you can acquire in this place. So I don't know if you're going to see it this week, but this week your mind is expanding on all these other areas where you can have financial income coming in. Wow, that's a big message right there. Actually, it feels really big for me. Almost like bigger than what I can comprehend. Oh shit. In your energetic and physical health, that's where we have a little bit of a bump. I've got, yes, awesome. I love that. I'm going to take a screenshot. Smile. I've got in your energetic and physical health, deceit paired with all tied up. So this is telling me that you may feel like something is wrong with you. Let's just say you're like, oh, I'm having throat problems, or my throat is sore or swollen or whatever. And I don't know, that must be because of allergies or whatever. In reality, it's something else. And it's telling me that it's coming from the root chakra. So if you guys are having issues anywhere up here, in this area here, it's not coming from here. This is where it ends up being. But it's coming from the root chakra. And the root chakra is like colon issues. So maybe you haven't excreted all of your... Maybe you need to take a laxative, okay? Like maybe a laxative would help this week. Any lower back, bladder, leg, feet issues could be coming up. And if they're not coming up, and if only throat chakra stuff is coming up, like your throat is sore, or you're having issues speaking your truth, or you're having all these weird gases or whatever, Spirit's saying that you need to cleanse the body. It's coming from the base chakra, not the throat chakra. Even though it's coming off that way, it's rooting somewhere else. So yeah, Spirit wants you to kind of cleanse the body here, and don't fall for the deceit. Wherever it is that's hurting, it's rooted in a different area that's lower than that. So yeah. And you're receiving information this week. Oh, beautiful. This is what I want to see. You are receiving a piece of information this week that's going to show you oh, Maybe it is coming from somewhere else. Like, this is like a bypart of what initially happened. So yeah, it's taking you back further, and you're going to be able to act on it this week. Those energetic imbalances, and you're going to kill it off. I just saw the death card right now when I was putting those cards back. So I do feel like you're going to be able to fight this off, even if you've been having like, hand issues as well, like issues with your bones or something. Perfect. Bottom of the deck. I am protected in all I do and say. Nice and safe. Nice and safe. My home is my sanctuary where I feel safe and happy. That actually came out over your environment. So if somebody's trying to take you out of your home, oh shit. If somebody comes and knocks on your door and is like, hey, come out, I want to show you what I have to offer or whatever, don't do it. If somebody comes to your door or like tries to take you out of your house, tries to take you out of your work environment, like, let's say you order Uber Eats or something, let them drop it off in the lobby. Let them drop it off at the door. Don't go to the door. You don't need to see anybody. You don't need to do all that. Cancer is the one who's doing that this week and taking risks. You Pisces are not. You need to set these boundaries this week and say, like, my home is my sanctuary where I feel safe and happy. In other words, you cannot come in. I am putting a boundary here. I'm also not coming out if I don't feel safe. So there's like this safety thing that's happening for you guys this week. Make sure that and you guys are already attuned, right? But just in case, like, if you catch a vibe, keep the damn vibe because it's real. Stay safe, please. Lastly, I use my creativity to create more solutions. I love that. And that could be happening within your energetic and physical health here, where you're tied up in one area and you're blaming that area for being wrong, when in reality, it's all the way back here. So trying to get to the root of the problem here is what I see for you guys. Alrighty, my loves, these are your messages. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.